Hey Aries, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your love reading for February 2020. So Aries, I already pulled out a few cards to see, where we're at starting the month in terms of our emotions, in terms of relationships, where we've been in terms of relationships, and where we're looking to go in terms of our love lives here, okay? So Aries, if you haven't, do make sure to check out your yearly read. Yep, that's up for the whole year of 2020, as well as your monthly reads for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, guys. And do be sure to subscribe if you haven't. I do appreciate it, and thank you all for your support, okay? So let's get into this. Your energy here in terms of love and relationships going into February, the lovers. We're open to love. We're looking for new paths in it, possibly. We're looking for some really great connections. For some of you, you might have kind of started to fall for somebody. And that's really exciting here. We could also be choosing to start, putting more energy and efforts into love here. Gemini energy as well, obviously with the lovers, but to me, there's quite a beautiful situation. And I have to say, for some of you, I am getting a sense of triangulation this month we'll see how that comes out with the rest of the cards. But for some of you, we might have fallen in love with somebody either at work or somebody maybe outside of the confines of a relationship. So there is this falling for kind of feeling here again, an openness again to love. I really like the lovers as your energy for emotional relationships. You're connecting, you're open-hearted, you're ready for it, and you've got a lot of passion as usual when you start relationships to give. Or again, if you're in a relationship, there's definitely a reconnection here, a new path that is a lot more abundant in terms of love, a lot more passionate for sure. Where we've been is Two of Pentacles. We might have been juggling again between two people. We've kind of maybe even been through some rocky waters, have been juggling maybe a lot of work right now. We haven't been able to connect as much in relationships because of that. There is definitely a sense of material, career, all that kind of stuff coming first, as well as possibly juggling a couple of people here, a couple of options. The Emperor is where we're looking to head to, though, and it feels like, again, we want to take a lot of control or a better stance in our love and relationship lives here. When the Emperor shows up, you are looking to take a more authority in your life, mastering your emotions, mastering the situation here. We want to get into a better place, more masterful place in a lot of probably areas of our life, including love, and maybe mastering other areas so that our love relationships benefit. We could be, again, very career focused at this time is what I'm getting for you. So we're going to use the Gustav Klimt here and continue on and see where we're at, what's going to be happening. So let's see here. Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. See. Yeah, you guys are very focused in terms of career, money, and that could be where you're kind of balancing a lot right now. Ooh. And all right. Yeah, where you would like to see things going is in a much more aligned place here. Temperance is also a goal here for your month in terms of love. Your theme is, kind of coming together, intermingling. And for, again, a lot of you, it kind of feels like work and play intermingling. Be careful of that. We'll see how that plays out. Because sometimes, again, work and love really probably shouldn't mix. But the Knight of Cups is a lot of romantic energy, wanting to... Again, it really does tie in with that lover's feeling of falling in love, of this romantic quality, the romanticism. And again, as we enter all this stuff, as we enter Pisces season, even as we have Mercury in Pisces at this moment, even though it will go retrograde, there's more romantic and roundabout kind of quality to communication. It's not coming in the way it should. People aren't saying things the way they normally do. There's a lot of, again, romanticism and feeling sort of qualities to our communications, and you guys being a very straightforward, fiery sign, that can be a little bit difficult and awkward for you, especially because it's the sign behind you. But overall, there is positivity in your goals and in your theme of the month, of things coming together, of truth being seen, balancing out. Both of these cards talk about balance, so let's talk about that for a second. There's a lot of balance in what you would like. A lot of things, again, you'd like a lot of areas of your life, it feels, to come into harmony. Work, play, money, life path, family, Are these things going well? Is my health going well? Is your health going well? Are we on the same page? Are we making enough time for each other? Are we communicating? How much have we grown? You're wanting to get a lot of areas in your life really fixed up, laid out for the next, it feels like, even decade ahead. You guys are really trying to get things to a place where you can see your life going the way you have dreamed it going. So you guys are in a very empowered, again, very empowered, very let's take authority over things. Let's get things in control. Let's master the situation at hand here, even if it's love. Even if, you know, love has to come on this ride of mastering all these other things going on. So let's see how things play out this month in terms of love and romance. How do things play out for Aries in terms of love, romance, relationships in 2020? How do things play out for Aries? Ooh. What will be happening this month in terms of love and romance for Aries? Ooh. For some of you, they've had to kind of let go of confusion with the possibility of water sign. And I'll show you why in a second. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Something that happened maybe during those Cancer eclipses coming back, and maybe, I don't know why it's coming up into focus, but it is. Ooh, it's giving me such chills. Even if you have to take a loss this month in terms of love, even if you might feel, excuse me, itchy nose, a little bit attacked, things do seem to go the way you need them to, all right? 5 of Swords reversed, 6 of Wands. You might, again, I mean, this comes before it, sorry, so let me put it in a way that makes sense to you guys. When the 5 of Swords is reversed in this, it's silently maybe somebody has left you, hurt you, and it's like not like you've had a fight, not that things have been said, not that anything has really happened, but you've come to a position this month on a relationship or something that, you know, again, feels like in the past it kind of quietly left you in a position of, that's a loss. I don't have that person in my life. I don't have this relationship. They're just gone now and there's no explanation. But it's for success. It's happy. It's good. And I'm saying that really weird, and it's because Mercury has gone into its shadow period and I can no longer speak. But when the 6 of Wands shows up after a 5 is reversed, know that whatever loss has happened, you've overcome this. And you can this month. 6 of Wands upright is successfully moving forward. It's a card of winning. Even if things feel out of balance, even if they're confusing, and you're looking at all the, it's like this month you're going to watch a lot of these emotional issues, problems, things kind of filter down the drain, it feels like. Drain it all out. Drain it out. There's been imbalance here. And maybe the goals and the things that we wanted, we really have to look at this month and assess whether we really want them now for our future. What is the truth of where we want to head? And do our past goals, the things, you know, the relationships, the people we were trying to make things work with, the things that we were looking for in relationships, are they the same now? Probably not. We've changed. And we're looking for something very different. Again, Hanged Man reverse, 7 of Cups. And then next to that, I can't help but notice, is the Ace of Cups reverse. There's a lot of looking again at the, you know, what we have let go of. Maybe it feels almost like a lot of you are looking at past relationships over the past decade, over the past few years, and trying to assess certain confusion of why certain things had to happen, why people hurt you, or maybe why something recently happened and how it may be tied to some past hang-ups or ways that we've, you know, gone about relationships, how they've ended, how we've treated people, how we've, you know, participated in it. We might be stuck because somebody might have, again, hurt us without any explanation, but I do feel that the lack of answer is almost enough answer this month, and you can finally let that go. You might even see that this was never going to be fulfilling in the first place, and if you need to cry, if you need to look at this and just have a day where you need to just let it go, let it go. But a situation has to be let go of, confusion has to be let go of, because it's just it's just driving your emotions crazy. It's not good for you. The Death card comes up here to need, it's like this really indicates, you know, there's something here that we know that we need to let go of, something that has to come to an end that we're aware of, something that has been confusing and hasn't, again, participated emotionally. So those of you that are more single or dating and somebody has, you know, been very emotionally distressing, whereas the other person has not, you're going to know who to choose, or you're going to know exactly who to let go of. You need to transform here in terms of what we let, who we let into our life, what types of relationships we let into our life. The Chariot, time to start moving forward in new directions here, time to start seeing things from a different place. Time to take victory over these opposing forces. It's like what you wanted wasn't good for you, and you're finally seeing that, or what you were stuck on wasn't good for you, whoever you were stuck on, the type of relationship, the way you were going about it, it wasn't good, and you're finally like, oh, I see it. I see now where I've kind of been draining out my own feelings, where I've been confusing myself, and where I've maybe even refused to see something that I needed to see. Maybe I didn't understand why things have been paused, why things have been weird, why, you know, I haven't seen the progression in this area. But now I see that what I was wasting my time on was actually stringing me up. Maybe a relationship has been toxic, and we're finally seeing that taking control and going on without them this month. You guys could very well be breaking up with people, or letting somebody who is stuck on you for whatever reason, and continuously you have to reject this person or cut them out. You're finally like, listen, you have to stop. I don't know, I get this feeling that some of you guys are really kicking somebody that is a past person to the curb for the last time. Because you want to start moving forward, and I do think that you're going to start really making those changes, really, again, burning stuff down, letting things go, ending what you know needs to be ended. And for those of you who don't want to, it's time to see it for what it is. It's time to really bring things that are not in alignment in your life back into alignment, to look at what causes you distress, where you need to fix things up in terms of relationships. And I mean, we should always continue to do that. But this is a very, again, I think it's because we're going retrograde. We have this time now to pause things, or, you know, go a little bit slower and really look at things in a new light, to let you analyze and evaluate what needs to be let go of as we move forward. There's a lot of analytical energy here this month. And again, there's just such a shift. Wow. Let's pull some other cards here in terms of any clarification on what some of the stuff that's going on here, what they need to know about this situation. Watch out for people that want to use you for your money and stuff right now. You might find that they have, I don't know, it's like you are, again, we're going to go to this retrograde, and people are going to communicate in ways that are confusing. A great way to describe the energy that we're about to step into is, if you remember the last time, actually last year, we had a Mercury retrograde in Pisces, and right in the middle, actually right when it was going direct, I believe, was when the Mueller report was introduced, and nobody could freaking understand what was going on. Like, nobody really knew what it was saying or what it meant or anything, and that's what's going on here. You could be putting out something important, or you want to get somewhere important in a relationship. You could be trying to communicate something important, or going for something that's real, and somebody is misinterpreting it, or again, trying to use you instead of being honest and open and upfront with you, and you might be, again, taking it the wrong way. There's just a lot of confusion here, so watch out for people that are using you because they might see the way you're coming up, the things that you're learning, the way you're expanding as a way they would like to. And they might try to use you in that sense. Seven of Pentacles suddenly to the world is an unsatisfying situation closing out. But also it feels to me like you're the world here, and this other person might be so focused on their own issues, their own problems, their own ways of not, you know, going forward in life, that they might be kind of, you know, trying to get onto you, trying to tack onto your energy where you're going, you know, hitch a ride here to the top, and they can't. So watch out, especially again for people at work. Try to be careful when you're mixing love and pleasure this month, if that's what ends up happening. People might end up trying to use you for one thing or another, or they might just be trying to get with you because you're attractive, you're fiery, you're awesome, and yet they don't really want to walk that path with you that you are trying to do right now. They might come across as one thing, and again, there's just misunderstandings abound, of course. So High Priestess says, pay attention to your inklings, pay attention to what is coming through, pay attention if something feels off or wrong. Nothing is going to seem, and it's like the upside down becomes right side up, and all these weird things happen this season for you guys. And what you need to do is just keep yourself focused on the truth, on what's aligning to you, on what feels genuinely right, on what really is going to help you get to where you really want to get in terms of all areas of your life, people, relationships, all of it. Are they going to contribute, or is it taking away from your focus on things that need to be focused on, taking away from other areas of your life? Will it benefit you as well? Because people are just looking to benefit from you. Especially in love situations, because you guys are quite honest in love. Even if, it's a work situation and you meet this person through there and it's beneficial both ways, you're still only going to go for somebody if you're feeling it. It's not like, I get the feeling it, and I know you guys pretty well. I know that you're not going to go and use somebody in that way. But this person is looking to use you in that way, and it's not that Aries are gullible, which some people say we are. We're not. But we expect the same from others that we're putting out. And we have to realize that not everybody is as simple and straightforward and to the point and honest. So you need to honestly see and take yourself out of the position of, I can't really do anything about it, or I'm not willing to see it, because something's off there. When I get the High Priestess upright and the Eight of Swords reversed, if you listen to her, the Eight of Swords will come down, the blindfold will fall off, and you'll see that somebody or something is not what they appear to be. So again, watch out. You and Pisces and Aquarius all kind of got this message, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot of that this season. As it is, we're going into retrograde and people are coming back. This is happening, that's happening. You're getting pulled towards this old person, this old situation, these old feelings, and it messes things up. Communication is off. Nobody, again, is making a lot of sense right now. So let's pull a card of advice for you. It's weird, right? So listen to that part of yourself that knows more, and you will be successful. And again, any losses that happen this month, even if you realize somebody is using you and they're not who you think they are, what you should do is rest. Don't try to jump into this, that, the other thing. Focus on you and make sure you're getting enough rest, because you're so busy in other areas, I can tell. You're busy. You're busy as hell. And that's fine. And that's what you should be doing. So don't let these other things distract you. You focus on your highest and most fulfilling emotional prospects, goals, and you don't give for anything that it's just going to take from you. Feel it out with your emotions. You have a great sense of intuition this month that you can really use, and I'm sure you guys can always use it, but use it. Okay? There are good things at the end of all this, I'm sure, but right now things are confusing and they're weird and nothing makes sense, and people are trying to use you. So be careful. At the end of all this, though, know that things are going to be going in a prosperous direction, maybe even with a water sign. Somebody that you really can connect with emotionally. It feels like this person, you don't really know where it's going, and yet it's very exciting. It's a new adventure, and it feels like it's on the horizon, but you're going to have to wait through this weirdness right now, I have to say. Just try to wait through this. Try to rest. Try to focus on you and bringing all the things into alignment that you need to. Don't jump at love, because when you guys start feeling something, you maybe sometimes a little carried away. We jump into it. We love the chase. Let's all be honest, Aries. We love the chase. It's fun. We like to flirt. It's fun. But it's not worth it this month because of all the other issues it crops up for you when you don't need it. You just don't have time for it, so just don't. Okay? I would say take things very easy breezy and be very discerning. Be very discerning at what is best for you. And as your life is changing and as you are trying to adapt to where you want things to go, as you are trying to be more mature, as you are trying to grow and be your best self and bring, the life that you want to you, make sure that all the people there match. And if they don't feel even a little bit right, something is off. Let go of control issues. Interesting. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So yeah, don't try to force things. This person, if they're in it or for the good reasons or not good reasons, it will be very obvious after a while. They will show themselves. So again, let it Let it go. And even though you might want to control it, you might want to jump in and take authority on this, let it play itself out. Yeah, you deserve love. You are lovable. You deserve real love and not somebody that's trying to get something from you or trying to do something for their benefit. Them, them, them. It's like whatever this is coming in here, it just feels like it's a them, them, them energy instead of any focus on the reality of you. If you stick this out, though, we have some good stuff coming. Yeah, retreat. What you need is retreat. You know, it's time for you to disconnect from the world, and I really feel like that's what you need to do. If you're in a relationship, retreat with this person, take a weekend for yourself, do what you need to, or again, take some time apart if that's communication is just off. And then there's reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life, but it also, to me, signifies a reconnection in love. At the end of all this, there will be reconnection in love. You will get the answers that you're looking for. The right person will come in. You'll hear from whoever you need to hear from and get your answers, but it's not right now. All right, Aries, those are your messages. I hope you enjoyed them for your love reading for February 2020. Do check out your monthly. Do check out your yearly for sure, guys, for your sun, your moon, and especially your rising, because it'll correspond with your houses. Because I did all the astrology for the year ahead, which is super comprehensive and very important, so check it out. All right, Aries, thank you so much for all of your support. Make sure to subscribe if you want to book a private reading or check out my Teespring. All that is in the description box right below this video. Have a wonderful and blessed February. Namaste.